Stream is started, so let me go ahead and get that rolling. Stream is live. We're all set to go here from Dover. But first, I do want to start off with the sponsor of this one, the Colorful Podcast Selection. And right now we got Joe with us. So, Joe, hello. How are you doing?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Pretty good. Glad to be starting the race and get this all rolling. But wanted to ask you a few questions before the race started while everybody's qualifying. Talk to us a little bit about what the Colorful Selection Podcast is and what you guys are trying to do with it.
Well, man, it's something we had a kind of a crazy idea. My brother came, well, Bug, he came to me about it and came to me and my friend about it, and it's kind of like a way of just three best friends talking, man, and then it kind of just moved into, we've dealt with a lot of things through our lives and things like that, man, and hey, why not, talk about those things, and if it helps somebody else get through their hard times in life, then it's a win-win. So, you know, we support the mental health and just being yourself overall, and just living life the best way you can do it, and just going from there, man. We're just it's crazy. It's been taking off slowly but surely, and we're just excited to see where we're gonna be.
Yes, sir. It's been I looked into it quite a bit and enjoy your guys' stuff. So thank you guys for
Thanks, man.
doing that, especially with what you guys are doing. It's cool to get that out there. But what is kind of the goal with it, or what are you guys trying to show and do with it? And I know that you have I believe it's called Extra Life, right?
Yes, sir.
Extra Life.
Yes, sir. We started we partnered with Extra Life to raise money. They use gamers and things like that, and all three of us in our podcast, we're big gamers, man. Like basically our whole childhood and friendship grew up off of it, man. So they use gamers and streams like that to raise money for children's hospitals and for equipment and things like that. And like I said, we're just um we're just trying to be us, man, overall, and just encourage others to be themselves, man, and just like you know like when you got problems in life, just try to deal with them, as best as you can. And not everyone's perfect, man, and not everyone's meant to wear the same shoes as the next man. So we're just encouraging everybody to be themselves, you know.
Yes,
And
sir. Like it with the way that you guys are thinking and all that. It is cool and something really good that you guys are doing. So go check them out. Thank you for sponsoring this race, and you're going to kind of hang out and see how it's done with the league and stuff. What I know that Brandon has the Colorful Selection podcast on his truck, but who's some of the guys that you are watching? I know that you guys have been watching the last few weeks, but who are some of the guys that you've been watching, and what's your favorite part about the league?
oh man, like just learning about it in general. I'm not good with names. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of just when I watch, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I watch it, it's just really just taking it all in because like my dad he watched NASCAR and stuff like that growing up, and I went to school with Brandon, and he's always been a fan of things like racing and things, and like I really I played, like I said, I've been a big gamer like over my years. We used to play the old NASCAR games and stuff like that on PlayStation, and it's real new to me. So like learning I was telling those guys, just like knowing that like these guys are talking about saving their tires for later on in the race, and stuff like that. Like I didn't know those things matter, man. I ain't even gonna lie. So like it's really cool. It's a learning experience just watching you guys, man, and it's cool. I like it. I've been trying to get as many people as I can to come check you guys out, man. It's really cool to watch.
Well, we appreciate it, and it's been fun. Thank you for sponsoring this one. Probably going to sponsor a few more, hopefully, later in the season.
Yes,
but
sir. That
I know
we're
that you're
hoping
sponsoring
so, man.
Brandon,
We're
so
hoping so.
it's been fun. But I'm gonna send you off to Doug, and you can kind of check out how it's all done and how he does all that from the broadcast or from the race control part side of it. But thank you for joining us, and hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully put on a good
Yes,
show.
sir. Thanks for having me. Good luck,
Yes, sir.
everyone.
Joe from the Colorful Selection podcast. He's a big helper in it. But everybody's qualified now. And on the pole, Zach Zaldivar, he gets it done. And Kel McClinney going to be on his outside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the times with what's going on it. So Zach got the pole with a 7.85. So did Kel McClinney. They both ran a 7.85. So tied lap time. It's a close one. They got a, the times are all close. 2 cars in the 7s. 3rd to 14th are in the 8th. So within a 10th of a second is over 10 cars. The 9s all the way to 20th. So the top 20 is inside 3/10. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So excited to this one. Zach and Kel are going to lead them off to the green, and those KFM paint schemes got a lot of this during the field. So we're going to be set up and ready to roll. 125 laps tonight here at Dover. It's going to be a doozy. Stages at 31, then 31, and then we're going to run the rest of the way. But we're excited for race number 4 in WTF Racing. It's going to be a fun one to watch. But, yeah, stages 31, 31, 63 the rest of the way. But we're excited to launch. Zach got the pole, so that's an extra point for him. Congratulations, Zach. Killed his outside, Chad Clayton in those first 2 rows, but we're getting ready to roll. Pace car dips down into pit road. We'll see here as they come onto the front straightaway. Zach and Kale going to lead them to green. We're green for race number 4 at Dover. Kel and Zach get a really good restart. Those two are going to jump out to the front. Zach came up a little bit short last night in the practice race we had. He's just going to be shooting out to lead. Talk a little bit about more last night during the race, but all in all, seeming to be a pretty good restart for everybody. It's kind of single filed out so far in the running of this one as we have the first yellow of the night.
What's up, JK?
You saw what happened in this one. He ends up, the 15 got hit by the 85, and that spins the 15, and that's going to put him to the back. So the 85 gets on the back of the 15, and that causes the first one. First one of the night. Caution number 1. Having problems with it blinking out. I'm not sure why. It just seems to be blinking out for some reason. Hopefully nothing bad with that. A lot of cars are blinking out though. So trying to get that fixed from a technical side. But lap number 3 already. First few laps, Zach got a good restart. He was able to shoot out to the front and take away the lead. That's going to put Kel McClinney to P number 2 as they qualified. The top 5 have kind of stayed pretty similar. See Austin Albritton, JD Rudster. They're up 2 spots in the All Sing Motorsports trucks. They're up a few spots. You see them at the bottom left of the screen. But this is your top 5. 2 KFM trucks, a Everett Motorsports truck, and 2 All Sing Motorsports trucks. So We'll see how that stacks up. Got a few different teams in the running of this one. See the KFM group, my team. They got a few new paint schemes in it. See the 13 truck, Clayton Johnson. He's had pretty good laps in practice and the practice races. Just hasn't been able to finish them, but he's sitting there in that P7, P6 spot. Speaking of the number 7 guy in 7th, the number 7 truck of Brian Wasserman. He's looking pretty good in that Bass Pro Shop scheme he's been running the last few weeks. Then you got the number 19 of Clay Sarton in that other KFM truck. Nice blue scheme. New guy in the 45 right behind him, Jarrett Jones. He's in that All Seeing Motorsports camp in the same paint scheme as Austin and JD, so easy to identify them. Probably gonna mix them up a little bit in it, but then you got Brady Watts right out the top 10 right in front of Matt Frady. So Everett Motorsports car, KFM truck 21. He's got a new paint scheme. Chris Vincent, he's got a new paint scheme, so that'll be fun to watch him in that bright yellow paint scheme. Right behind them, you got the 81. Jeremy Horn, the guy that has the most bonus points in the series so far. He's pretty deep in the points, but he's in a deep hole at the moment, pretty far, well, mid-pack at the moment, but gonna have to fight his way through the field. He's got Bully gonna start right next to him, but we're gonna go back up to the front of the field as they're bunching up for the restart. We'll see how it flies. Make sure to make your bets now, and we'll see who comes out on top. But make your bets on who you think gonna win early before the end of stage 2. That'll be I'll limit it right there, stage 2. But we're gonna come back to the green. Pace car lights are out, as you can see. 55, 07, 51, 2, 54 gonna be leading them back to the green. Start number 2. Everybody's going to get a good restart. Zach's going to get a really good jump. So is Austin Albritton. He's going to try to fight his way around the outside of Chad, heading through turn 1. They're all going to single file out now. The 2 going to be stuck on that outside line, outside of his teammate in J.D. Rutzer. They're going to be side by side. Right in front of them, a few cars side by side, and Kale just lets Chad go. Chad's going to try to fight for the lead off of turn number 4. Everybody's going to kind of single file out now. At least the top 5 cars. Clayton Johnson, the 7, Brian Wasserman, a little bit of contact maybe there. He got a little bit loose. Something happened. He bogged a little bit on the back straightaway. But he's going to lose a few spots on the back stretch. Brady Watts goes by. 2 cars right in front of them. They're going to be side by side. Made a little bit of contact off of turn number 4. Going all good racing, but it's still for the lead up in front. Go on board with the 55 and look out back behind them. Right on board, you see Brady Watts going to try to run that high line. Doesn't seem to be working out. Not the line that you want to run here at Dover. You see the 54 and 07 right behind the 51. The 54 is going to get clear. It's going to put him into that 3rd spot. Also, Kale, he's going to lose a lot of spots as Chad Adams is going to take over the lead on lap number 9 as they cross for lap number 10. So Chad takes the lead on lap number 10. We'll see what he's able to do with it. Zach just lets him go, maybe trying to save a little bit of tires. They're coming up on their first lap car. The 87 slow on the bottom. Links out as they go by, runs Zach up the track right in front of the field. The 87 going to be slow. He's going to come down. He's going to get into the door of Austin Albritton. Right in front of Clay. This is going to be big. Down the front straightaway. 19 spins. 87. So we have another yellow. That was big. As we have caution number 2 already. You can see it all starts right here. The 87 middle of the straightaway gets on the door of the 2, slows them all down. Then Clay has nowhere to go. He runs on the back of him. That shoots him down into the 87. Or Brady into the 13. That spins the 19. 19 gets involved in it. Few cars. The 13, the 81 get involved in it. Few cars going by, but the 13 having a solid run. He's in it. Just a lot of things happen on that one. The 87 slow on the front straightaway. Causes that stack up. Just slow. Nowhere for everybody to go. And it starts the big one. Heading into turn number 1. Big wreck early in the running. 39 cars started. Almost a full field of trucks. So that definitely isn't what we wanted to have happen in this one. But gonna try to get back up to the field and see. But a lot of things happen on that one. You see the 7, he's a lap down now. Unfortunately, was having a good run, and he's going to be a lap down now from it. One guy on the outside, Josh Maloney, he's going to get his last back. At least a few. He's going to be on the lead lap hopefully now, but Chad Adams took over the lead on that last restart. And now let's see what the call is from race control and who caused it. But just a lot of things happened on that one, and caused a big wreck on the front straightaway. 787 just slow, and no one had anywhere to go, and they just all made contact and caused the big one early in the running. A lot of good cars got hit. A lot of good cars didn't have any damage from it. As you see the 51, he's going to go around. Pace car going to stop on the front straightaway for some reason. But this is going to be the battle right here. You got 3 KFM trucks at the front. At the 57, he's up there. JD Rutzer, he's made up a few spots, as you'll see in the bottom left in a second or two. There it goes as it switches over. He's up 4 spots from the start. Bully Chef in that 18 truck. He's up 9 spots. A lot of cars up a lot of spots. The biggest mover at the moment is the 03 truck of Joey. He's up 22 spots, I believe that said. So he's making a big gain. He's up to 14th. He didn't get a qualifying lap in, but he started deep in the field, already up a ton of spots. A few guys I was looking at that are in the back now is the 40 of Matt Frady. Got the 2 of Austin Albritton. The 45 who was up front, as I was just talking about him, Jarrett Jones. He's new to league and in that All Sing Motorsports camp. They had their problems, so they dropped back now after come down pit road. But a lot of good cars. The 8, Adam Capps. He was good at Irwindale, was up at the front at Auto Club. A lot of the Elite Motorsports group, or JRH Motorsports, have been shuffled to the back, so that's not good for them. Well, we're going to go back up to the front on it. As pace car lights go out once again. So Chad Adams, Zach in that 55 on the outside. He's going to have his teammate and Kel McClinney right behind him. Chad not going to need teammates around him yet. All his team seems to be struggling at the moment. The closest one to him is in 14th. Nick Sipple up 21 spots. He didn't get a good lap in for qualifying. So a lot of things. Nick been struggling this week, but you got 3 KFM trucks on that outside line. An Everett Motorsports car on the lead. Allstate Motorsports and a Bully, a lone operation. But pace car's going to dip off once again. Chad Adams, Zach Zaldivar going to lead them to the green. Creeping in the restart zone. Here we go. Restart number 3. See what happens into turn number 1 here. Field's going to get pretty spread out. We'll go a little bit deeper in the field. A lot of cars going to single file out. Not a great restart for a lot of them. But the front, about top 10 are going to single file out now. They'll be able to get rolling. We're going to go and look at this 18 and 19 in a battle right here. Go on to here's gearbox as we look to the front bumper of the 19. In front of him is the 2KFM trucks of Zach and Kel. To his teammates, Clay trying to get around the 18 truck to try to get to his teammates. As it's single filed out so far in the field. Go up one extra spot to the 07 and watch him try to work with the 55 and as they catch. Go back up to lead though. JD trying to apply the pressure to get around Chad Adams. He's leading it early here in the running at Dover. Had a solid run in the first stage in the first practice race that we did. Just fell off a little bit short. Had some mechanical issues go wrong for him and wasn't able to hold it. But right now looking good. Took over the lead from Zach and seems to be able to hold it at the moment in front of JD. Doesn't seem like this gap is closing in at all. Go a little bit deeper in the field. That 21 truck, he's trying to get around the number 19 still. 21, the brightest car in the field more likely. He's looking good. Got that new paint scheme. Chris Vincent, haven't really talked about him much, but he's been looking good last few weeks. Just not been able to stay out of the as much trouble as he needs to, but he's able to be having a solid running early in the running in this one, up to P number 7. Started 12th up to 7th, so he's having a solid run, gaining a few spots, showing his speed early at Dover. Got the 5 right behind him. He's up front a lot of races, just doesn't seem to have the luck to finish up at the front. He's making moves and in the front running in this one so far. Right back behind him, Joey Greer in the 4. He's looking mighty fine. The 75 right here. Oh, this is a big group. Right here, the 40. He's trying to make his way through the field. Austin Albritton. Mike Presley. Maybe one of the older guys in the oldest guys in the league, but he's found some speed and definitely showing he can teach an old dog some new tricks. So he's up and running right between Auto Club, the Auto Club winner and last week's winner. As he goes up high, he's going to let the 40 truck go by. But the 2, Austin Albritton, trying to make his way back up through the field after his problems early. Going to try to get around that 9 truck. 9 going to wash up. Pretty big right there. Trying to look to get by him. 9 almost in the fence. And the 40's going to follow him. So these 2 looking pretty good at the moment. They're battling hard. We're going to go and watch out back behind them. Nothing really going on too much up in front. Not a battle for the lead or nothing like that. So we'll just kind of go on board with Matt Frady. And watch out in those cameras. We'll see back bumper of Austin Albritton. See, they're pretty high up in the corner, and then they get that nice run off the exit and are able to keep it straight. But right in front of them is the 4. He's getting past and on the high line by the 57. As the 4 comes down in front of Chris. Good save by Chris. 03 gets in the back of him. They're going to make contact. Now they're spinning. Good save from both of them. They save it. Wow. Good save from Chris after the contact from the 4. And then Joey gets in the back of the 4. And he saved it, and then both of them saved it. So mighty fine job for both of them saving it. Now this is going to be a big mess out in the back. A lot of cars for these guys to get around. So the 15 and 23, Josh Witt trying to fight it. Stay inside the top 15. Not going to be able to. Chris had some speed. He was quick at the later parts of practice race, and he's looking pretty good for that Iron Man Motorsports truck instead of wrecking in the back. I saw that just out of the corner of my eye as Brady Watts is spinning on the front straightaway, and more are going to be collected in it. 1 over Mike. We're just talking about him. Anthony, a lot of cars being caught up in that one. So we have caution number 3. We were closing in on the stage as well. We'll see if that's the stage from race control. But that's going to be caution number 3 of the night. You see, right when it happened, the 98 just accidentally gets into the left rear of the 17 after the 17 gets in the wall. And right behind them, the 45, it actually cuts out for that moment. But we'll try to get back to it when it happens. See the 85? He tries to slow down. It's all happening in front of him. The 17 down low. Tries to slow down. Just gets in the door of the 17. Nowhere for him to go. We'll look out back of that. See Anthony? He piles in right behind them. The 1. Anthony, he gets involved in that one. Both Anthonys, Anthony Benda, Mike Presley, Timothy Peter. 33, Steven, new guy, Brandon Bass's boy. He gets involved in that one. He has to reset after that blown motor, so a lot of carnage happens on that one. But I think the stage is going to go to that 51 truck of Chad Adams. He's going to be able to take the stage. Pretty sure this is going to be the stage. Doug, do you got a copy?
Yeah.
Is that going to be the stage?
That is
Yes,
the
it is
stage.
stage.
All right, cool.
Hey, Joaquin,
Make sure.
can you?
So you heard it from Race Control. That'll be the stage. So Chad Adams gets the stage win. That's going to be an extra point for him. We'll see what the strategy call is from the field as they're all going to come down pit road. You see 2 of them going to come down pit road. Bully, Kale. Kale may have gotten a penalty on that one after coming down pit road from the 18, not going. But a few cars are going to decide to come down pit road. But if 51 stays out, got enough fuel, I'm assuming, to try to make it. Let's go ahead and interview him now. Chad Adams, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Get the stage 1 win. Talk to us a little bit about how that first stage went for you and how you able to take over the lead and be able to hold off. JD was charging hard. A few cars were charging hard, but you ended up getting it done. Talk a little bit about how you did that.
Yeah, I know I had to lead a lap and try to win this stage because Zach's been winning some races and trying to stay ahead with points. But what got me now is I didn't know that was the end of the stage and I didn't get pit road. So now I'm going to have to pit and I'm going to be in the back now. So ain't going too good for us right now.
Well, you seem to be the best ever motorsports truck by a large margin. I'd say got the best paint scheme, one of the best in the field, no doubt. In that pretty blue car, or mostly black and blue car, but ended up being pretty good for Everett Motorsports so far. Good luck, and hopefully see you at the end.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it in victory lane. Hopefully all this will work itself out and get it in victory lane.
Yes, sir. It's going to be fun to watch. Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Chad Adams, the stage 1 winner, going to have to come down pit road, as you heard. Didn't know the caution, and so did the 13, I guess. He's going to come down pit road. He's a lap down, but Clayton got caught up early in that one. He's a lap down, but see the 54, he's going to come down pit road as well. So JD Rutzer, he comes down pit road. He's going to stop in his box. At 51, he's going to stop in his box, but that's going to hand over the lead to the 57 truck. Jay going to take over the lead. Adam Capps in the 8. Has always been quick. Got 2 KFM guys right behind them. Matt Frady and Zach. That's going to leave this field up to them. A lot of different strategies in the running in this one. We'll see how that shakes out. A lot of changes in position. Got the 20 up there now. The 1, 62, the 21. A little bit closer. New front row. So we're going to be ready for it, though. Start of stage number 2 is going to happen now. Alrighty, into the restart zone. Pace car pulls off. We're going to close in on the restart zone now. Jay Mining going to lead them to the green here into the restart zone, and we're back green for stage number 2. Jay not going to have a good restart. That's going to leave the 8 to be able to go to his outside. So the 81 trying to go to his outside. A lot of cars just trying to go around Jay already. A lot of cars are going to be able to clear him down the back stretch slow. going to hand over the lead to Adam Capps. He's being chased down by the 55 and the 40. We'll go a little bit further in the back. You see the 1, the 45. Jarrett, he's making moves to get himself back up to the field, or through the field. So is Kel McClinney. Bully Chef was up there pretty early. And Austin Albritton, last week's winner, he's looking to make some moves. You see the 1, he's slow on the back straightaway. He just pulls it down to the inside. Not sure what happened on that one. But these 4, pretty close already. Biggest mover at the moment is the 1 truck. Well, it all just switched up at the line that time. See the 57, he's getting in the way a lot. The pole sitter, or the leader on that last restart, they're almost 3 wide down the back straightaway. We'll have to see how this cycles out. He was doing good. Got himself up into that spot, just losing the time. Stayed on those old tires, and it's not helping him right now at the moment. But we're going to go back up front to the 55, the 8, and the 40. Seem to be spread out. This top 7-ish, top 10 are all single file. Not much more I can say about it. We'll see how much is kind of going on. We'll go on board with last week's winner, Austin Albritton, one of the highest I-rated guys in the race. I believe the highest in 4.5K I-rated driver. Right behind the 07 of Kel McClinney. These 2 finished 1-2 last week at Irwindale. Not been a great race for him this week. Kel was up there at the early part of this one. Just not able to get that car turning. As you see, he's still tight. That's going to let Austin Albritton go right by him. Be a little bit of contact going into 1 and 2. No harm, no foul. As the 21 goes by. Chris having a solid run. He's looking mighty fine. We chat Adams. We talked to him, the stage 1 winner. He's trying to make his way back through the field. Just not been able to. Right in front of him, you got the 3 truck, Brandon Bass. He's a lap down from his early problems and just not having a good run in that Colorful Podcast Selection truck. Colorful Selection Podcast truck. Looking very good. Sponsor of today's race, that Colorful Selection Podcast. So thank you for them once again for sponsoring. But Brandon looking mighty fine in that paint scheme. The black and green scheme. I believe Doug made that paint scheme, so shout out to Doug for making that one. That was a good scheme. But we're going to go back up to the field. See the 07 truck. He's losing a bunch of time. Not sure what happened. He's dropping back quite a bit in the running in this one. Just maybe not got the tires, burned off the tires, got into the wall. As we say that, the 5 gets in the wall right behind them. I think that was actually Josh in the 79. Oh, he's not 76. He gets in the wall. Joey Canilli clears him. Oh, 1 flipping big down the back straightaway. That was Bully in the air, still flipping. Big wreck. He's stuck on the wall. Don't know what happened there, but we have caution. I believe that was number 4 of the night. And, yeah, another caution. Big wreck happens. Bully Chef goes in the air. Gonna have to send an ambulance over to him. Make sure he's okay, because that was definitely a big hit. But we're gonna go back up to the front with the 55, the 8, the 40. A lot of cars at the front of the field been switched up. You see the 2, he's made his way back up to the front. The 40, these 2 were trying to get back up to the front after their early problems. Speaking of problems, the 40 had problems early last night, qualifying on the pole in that practice race. Had an incident on lap 1, spun out, had to go to the back, and came all the way from the back to win it. And it was right here. You see them. The 55, the 40, and the 2 all were in the top 3. Matt Frady ended up winning it. Zach came home 2nd. Austin Albritton came home 3rd. So these 3 are at the top, in the top 4 at the moment. But that is an interesting point to look at. The practice races, the guys who's run well at the practice races are at the front in this one. We'll go ahead and look at some of the comments in the race so far. Let's go Salad from Zachary Cook. Shouting out Kel. Salad, shout out from the Colorful Selection Podcast. Let's go number 3. A lot of Colorful Selection Podcast guys in here. Bring it home 3. That is cool to see from the sponsor of this race. So awesome to have them watching and sponsoring. So once again, thank you guys. Go check them out. They're on a whole bunch of different platforms and things like that. The Colorful Selection Podcast. On Spotify, I think you said Amazon Prime. A few different things. All in the video form of this race. I will get that in and kind of what they're in. If I know that you guys are watching, if you guys actually want to put in what you guys are, where you guys are, what platforms you guys are on, you guys can do that too. Then you guys are on a bunch of different things, so go check them out. It helping a lot, but in the video form, you'll see I did a little interview with believe it was Bug. So go check them out. I'll have their links and stuff in the description for the video. But we're gonna get back running in this one on lap 45 for the restart. We'll see how they stack up. Got the 8, 55, 42, 21, 81, 4, 5, 23, 54, 15, 03, 79 as we're going to go back up to the front of the field. So here we go. Closing in on the restart zone. Here we go. Adam Cap's going to get a really good restart once again. He's going to be clear by a few car lengths. So we head into turn number 1. Austin Albritton having a solid charge on that outside line. See if he's able to hold it around the outside of Zach. Looks like he might be able to get clear. He is. Austin, heck of a restart for him. He's going to clear the 55 and the 40 around that outside line. Seemed to work out for him. Now he's going to charge for the back bumper of the 8. See if he can get there by the end of the stage. Still got a little bit from it, but we'll be looking to have to see how much longer. But 03, he's made himself comfortably in the top 10. He's up 29 spots, the biggest mover of the race. Joey Keneally, once again, was the biggest mover there at Irwindale, finishing the top 3. He's working his way through the field and having a solid running here tonight. Made up 29 spots, almost 30. We'll see if he's able to get it in the next few laps, as he's got the 5 and the 21 in front of him. He's going to look to the inside of the 21. We will see. He's going to be clear. That's going to be spot number 30 for Joey Keneally. So Joey Keneally going to take over that spot once again, as we got a challenge for the lead between the 2 and the 8. Looking to be a battle starting to stir up here at the closing laps of the stage. It's going to be 62 is going to be the lap for the stage. So we'll be on the lookout for that, as these two are going to be battling out for the ending of it. It's right behind them. You can see is JD Rutzer and Zach. They're going to be side by side as the battle for the lead starting to heat up once again. The two going to look to the inside of the 8. Adam Capps. First laps of the for him, he's led other than Daytona, so it's been a while since he's been back up at the front. He's able to be holding off the 2 at the moment. Last week's winner, he's able to hold it off as we have caution once again as JD gets around the 55. So caution comes out once again. All right, I found it. Looks like it was for that 5th spot between the 40 and the 5. They make a little bit of contact. Matt and the 5. Matt goes for a spin. That's going to set him back far in the running in this one. He luckily was able to come down and be clear, but that's going to have a caution come out once again. And Matt's going to get put to the back and lose a bunch of spots on that one. Unfortunate for Matt, was making it look pretty easy coming back through the field, and he's going to have to be set back once again. Unfortunate scenes for Matt, but looks like he's going to try to get a few spots back as the leader pits. Adam in the 8, he pits to come down pit road. Not for sure why, just a strategy call, but he stops in the box and gets some tires for the last bit of this running. So that's a big deal right there with him coming down pit road. He'll leave the box and in that Elite Motorsports truck. Very nice looking truck. I know Brandon's team, or Jeremy Horn's team, that they got going on with that. So that is good to have them with all the matching paint schemes, things like that. So we have the All Sing Motorsports 2 up at the front. 2 All Sing Motorsports truck, KFM truck, the 5, Thomas Laverde, the one that made contact with Matt. He's up in the top 4 spot, and look who's in P number 5. Joey Canelli made his way up a ton of spots, as you see in the bottom left. 32 spots, the most positions gained so far in the season. This race has had the most cars that we've had all season. He's been able to make the most of it. Started almost dead last. I'm pretty sure we have 30. I think we had 30. What was it? 38 cars? 39 cars started? And he's already up into the top 5. Up 32 spots. So he's making it look pretty easily. I bet he's having a fun race. He's made his way through the field. So Joey Canelli up a ton of spots in the running of this one. Martin, the 87. Said, good luck, guys. I'll be back next race. Had that problems early. He's ran out of fast pairs, and he's out of it. So, Martin, hopefully see you next week. But Joey Canelli, biggest mover by a wide margin. Just texted Joey. Said, looking good, Joey. So, shout out to Joey. He's been quit last few weeks. He's definitely stepped up his game a lot the last few weeks. He's been looking good. He's going to be challenging for that championship by the end of the season if he keeps having these good runs, just stays out of the trouble that everybody has been struggling with. But he's looking good. And so is that paint scheme. Doug made a paint scheme in that 03 truck. You know, he runs 3K, has been a different paint scheme most weeks, or the last few weeks, and he's finally got one set and looking good in that Wix truck. His sponsor in real life, family owned deal. See the back bumper of it. Just gonna send it. WTF Racing, looking good, Joey. But we're gonna stack them up once again. We're gonna get back into it with the 55, trying to chase down the All Sing Motorsports duo of or 2 of the 3 with Austin Albritton, JD Rutzer, Zach. They are or JD Rutzer, Austin Albritton, and Jones, who is in that 11th spot, a little bit further back. But here we go, back into the restart zone once again, closing in on the stage. Going to be a 5-lap shootout for the stage win. Here we go. Austin gets a good jump. So does Zach. He's not going to be close enough to block off JD, but he gets a pretty good restart in this one. George Keneally going to take over that 4th spot, so he's up another spot, 33 spots. As he crossed the line that time, he's trying to chase down the 55 and get that spot. Looks like it. He's going to look slow. He's going to look to the inside, trying to take over that spot. We have the 54 and 2 going to battle for the lead. 2 All-Seeing Motorsports trucks. They're going to be battling for it. At the end of stage number 2 is where the yellow comes out once again. Caution number 6 comes out at the front end of the stage. This, we'll see if it is the stage, but caution comes out once again. See on the restart, Bully gets in the back of the 95, gets into the back of him again, in the center of the corner, gets into the back of him, and not fully for sure, can't really find the yellow. Right now, I am still kind of looking for it as we have a blink out. Not sure what happened on that one. Brady Watts, he's slow on the bottom, so must have not happened when it went all blinked out, so not for sure, but few cars on pit road. 81, he's got his teammate right behind him in the 92. See Chad Adams, stage winner. He's coming down pit road. Doug, got a question?
Up shorter.
Is that going to be the stage once again?
I don't know. Everybody's crying about it now.
I'll let you decide on it and figure it out.
If you wanted to be,
we'll see what the call is from race control. Don't want to drag Austin Albritton in here too quickly and jeopardize that with him not winning the stage, but me interviewing him for it, so don't want to do that. We'll see if we get back going green, but they all come down pit road, so we'll see if this is the stage. As they all come down pit road, so seeming like it at the moment. Got a bunch of cars coming down pit road. See the 2 All-Seeing Motorsports trucks, they come down pit road. Stop in their box. You see the 2, he leaves. He's going to win the race off pit road in the front running pack. So the 54 is going to finish in second. 07, he drops the jack. He's going to... 07 may have stopped and let the 55 go. Right there, exiting pit road. Little team call. So we got the 45 right behind them. One of the new drivers to the league. That All-Seeing Motorsports 45 truck. Looking good. But it's going to just stack up the field. And we'll see what is the call. A lot of different cars going to be mixing up here in this one. The 51, he's made his way back inside this part. Biggest mover at the moment in that 24 truck. Richard Pruitt up 36 spots. So even more than Joey was. We'll see what the call is and on tires and all that. What his plan is for it. But we're going to close out pretty soon. Closing in on the stage. We're going to get back running. And we'll see. Everybody trying to dice for that spot and get into the spots where they're supposed to be in. Everybody's trying to figure it out, get into the spots after the pit road proms. We'll see the 2, the 55, and the 54 were all the 2 last cars to come off pit road. So we'll see where they end up at the end of this lap. I'm not sure what the call was from race control. If they were just, if that was the stage, or we're going to run this one lap out and then we'll have the stage. I'm not for sure, but we're going to be ready for it. So here we go. 21, 24, 15, 84, 9. Going to be leading them back to the green for the end of stage 2. Here we go. Chris going to get a good restart on. Chris with his teammate Richard on his outside. So Chris Vincent going to be out at least 3 car leaks. He's going to bring Chris with him. So both Chris's are going to go to the front of the field. So 84 going to have a little bit of a run on the 24. 24 going to throw a big block into turn number 3. Not going to get around him. See if that is. It doesn't look like it. It may not be the stage at all. Still don't know. Don't have an update on from race control, but 92 going to be a little bit slow on the back straightaway. We'll see what this does for the field. Heading into turn number 3, you got the 55, 81, 2, 51. A lot of fast trucks in this part right here. They're having to battle for it. Got the 07, 03. A lot of O's and 5s in this one. 45, 07, 51, 81, 55, 03. The 5 right behind them. This is just a O and the 5. My number. But Germany going to lose quite a few spots. Does have the fastest lap of the race, but losing a ton of spots so far in this one. Because we're going to go on board with the 45 cam right behind the 55. One of the front learners in the lead as they're going to wreck right in front of them. Not going to be able to save it. The 9 spins. So we have another yellow. You see right here, the 9. Let's go back up to them. Let's see. So the 54 and the 9 make a little bit of contact heading into the corner. Gets the 9 loose right in front of the 92. Make a little bit of contact, and Cale McClinney comes up the track just a little bit. Nowhere for him to go. Thought he was going to come back down. Goes up high and gets into him. Go on board with him and see what he saw from his point of view. How much you can see from the camera on the mirror. But you see the 9 just middle of the track, nowhere for him to go. He gets in the back of the 9. And nowhere for him to go after that. 9 just spins on the bottom. So mix up in the field. Some cars staying out. Some pitting. A lot of the fast guys were trying to get by and just weren't able to. Got caught up in that. Kill a little bit of nose damage. Not too bad on his part, but everything looking fine. We're closing on a lap 67. The money lap. As I missed it, though, Chris Pilo ended up taking over the leads from Chris Vincent. Ended up running him down. So Chris Pilo going to take back the lead, or take the lead away from his rival, Chris. Not real rival. I think that those two have talked and are actually friends, but both of them got that. And then Richard, Chris's teammate in Ironman Motorsports, with Chris Vincent. He's I think actually one of the lone drivers. He's looking pretty good here. I know I don't talk about him much, but he's definitely got the brightest paint scheme in the field, and I like it. He's looking good. In the top 3 at the moment. Let's see who the biggest mover is. It's still Richard Pruitt, up 36 spots from the start, so he's looking good. Holding pace in this one so far, and he's within the top of move the mic a little bit closer. Still trying to adjust the mic and get all the settings right, so I am feeling better from last week. I know last week I was sick, or pretty sick, so was struggling a bit, but feel good now and ready to get back at it. But we'll see who place your bets now before we get back on green. I'll see who you guys think is going to win before the end of this one. A lot of fast cars got caught up in that last incident and kind of dropped back. If we look on the left side, you see Austin Albritton in 7th, Zach 8th, Chad 10th, Jeremy Horn, Joey Keneally made it look pretty easy. He was making his way through the field from the back, missing all the race, getting through it, passing a lot of people. Matt Frady, he was quick, won last night's practice race. A lot of cars outside of the top 10 that are quick, so you see Chris, he picks the outside line for this restart. So Chris, Richard, Chris, Adam, Dustin, Joseph, Zach, Chad, Jarrett, Jeremy. That's going to be the top 10. So we'll line them up. We're ready to roll once again from Dover. Alrighty, a lot of team orders going on. You got Chris going to be leading them to the green. He's the leader. He picked that outside line. Chris Pilo on that outside line too. The Ironman Motorsports Group cars. They're going to be leading them back to the green for the restart. Here we go. Richard going to be slowing that bottom. That's going to stack up that bottom lane a lot. Bottom lane doesn't get going on that one. Going to cost a lot of everybody on the bottom lane. Austin Albritton was in that lane. Started side by side with Chad Adams. And Zach. And it definitely is costing them early in this one as there's a challenge for the lead between the 8 and the 15. 8 goes back to the point. Elite Motorsports. 2 Elite Motorsports cars in the top 2. In the top 3. Got a KFM truck, 51. Look out back behind them. We'll see what's going on with it. Zach trying to work his way around Richard. Seemed to have the speed. Gets a good run off on that one. Let's go on the back bumper of the 92. So he's got a lot of cars lurking right behind him trying to take over that 3rd spot. Obviously his teammate taking the lead. But Richard trying to get past Dustin in the 92. Try to get back behind his teammate. Not going to be able to do it through 3 and 4 this time. See what Zach does. Zach lurking in the shadows. He's going to have a dive and go to the inside line. As caution comes out once again. Caution comes out once again. We'll see what happened on it. The 9 gets into the wall. That's all I see at the moment. Caution lights are out by now. Haven't seen anything currently. So don't know what the yellow was for. But we're yeah, not for sure what happened on that yellow, but I guess no harm, but it's going to mix up the strategies here. We'll see how many cars come down pit road on lap 73 and what's going to happen with it. We'll see the differing strategies. Elite Motorsports Group going to stay out. The 24 is going to come down pit road. 21 is going to come down pit road. See Matt Freddy pretty far back from the pace car. Seemed like a lot of cars just staying out. Maybe trying to save that set of tires. 9 going to come down pit road. So it's mixed up a lot. Late in the running. This race has been wild. Grouped up. at the front, though, is Adam Capps. Led quite a few laps early. Got that under his belt, so that's an extra point for him. And right behind him is Chris Pilo in second spot for Ironman Motorsports. Then another Elite Motorsports driver, JRH driver. Zach in that clean 55 truck for KFM. Chad Adams in the Everett Motorsports 51 truck. Joey Keneally in the 03 truck. He's made his way back up to the front of the field. So Joey, we'll see what happens. With him, but he's been quick, made up a lot of time or a lot of spots in this one so far, closing back into the top 5. So Joey Keneally looking good at the moment, and like I keep saying, he's got a lot of potential in it for running the championship. He's able to make every race, been up front a lot of these races, finished second last week or third last week. He's up 31 spots from the start, so flops over from Richard to Joey. I'm hearing that last one was on the trying to get a confirmation from race control. No, Joaquin Stewart. Race control says racing deal. So not sure what happened with it. Hearing Nick was involved. So Nick struggling. Has been struggling all week at Dover. And just not been able to find anything worth it in that Miami Dolphins scheme. Been struggling all week in practice. Actually got his teammate right in front of them. Both of them really don't like this track. Dover, they struggle here, and just struggling once again. So Brady Watson, 31st. Nick Sipple is in 29th. So Everett Motorsports down for the count at the moment. But they still got some hope in that driver, the number 51, Chad Adams, their last driver. He's up in the top 5. Going to be restarting 5th on this one, so we'll see where he finishes in it, but been a wild one to say the least. A lot of cars that I thought would be up front are closer to the back, and a lot of the guys that are at the back are at the front, or expected to be at the back, are at the front now, and they've been looking good most of the race. So Dover seemed to be the first race to be a mix-up. Could be an upset winner here. I mean, the third winner of the season, or fourth different winner of the season. But restart once again between the 8, Adam Capps and Christopher Pilo, going to lead them back to the green. 2 Elite Motorsports cars on the inside line. See if that'll work together. Here we go. Adam gets a good restart once again. Going to be clear on the front row. Is Chris going to be able to get down? Yes, he is. He's going to get down right in front of the 92. That's going to leave Zach try to fight it around the outside. Looking to be out there. He will. Going to try to do what Austin Albritton did earlier. Try to fight it around that outside line. See if he's able to take back that second spot. 92 is going to slide up. Zach almost going to be clear now. We see a little bit further back. Joey Keneally trying to get clear. Not going to be able to. 84 shuts the door on that. Makes sure to drive that in, so he's not able to. Front move on that one. We'll see Austin Albritton. He's trying to fight back through the field, and we'll go on board with him. So he's running that high line. See what he's able to do with it. Looking out bat, able to clear the 84 down the straightaway. As the 45, he's trying to work that outside line as he sees his teammate right in front of him doing it. But Joey Keneally got some challenge from the 2 on his inside. John from the 2. 03 versus the 2 here at the moment. A lot of cars being in this battle. See the 40 truck. He's trying to make his way through the field. JD Rutzer was at the front in that one. Or at some point, Matt Frady going to be able to get clear on the 81. These guys were battling it out at Auto Club. Matt ended up getting the better of it. But we'll go back up to the front of the field now between Zach and Adam. Zach trying to put a challenge on Adam. Trying to take over that spot once again. But Chris and Chad having a good battle now. Hopefully that doesn't cause a yellow with the 85 being slow on the back straightaway. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully he's low enough to where it doesn't throw it. But as we hear one spinning, caution's out once again. Heard one spinning at the moment, but caution comes out once again. See Josh comes down a little bit, and it's just net codes. Really big net code between him and the 19. Don't think it was any of their fault, but just a big hit causes that one. Not much more anybody did. Just a little bit of net code got that one. KFM driver gets into him, but not much more they could have done. That was really big net code in that one. But Clay gets into him, and we'll see what the brake control says about it. But back up to the front of the field. Still Adam Capps leading it. As it's been a fight. Where we'll see what Zach's able to do on this restart. See if he's able to take back the lead. Led a few laps. It was quick last night. Got that new paint scheme. Trying to win in it. Zach was the points leader heading into last week's race. Had an incident that knocked him back down. Actually going to have the guy that got into him last week. As we see the 15 thinking about pitting. He's going to pit now. Let's see what the call is on that. But that's going to mix it up. So now he's going to have the 51. The guy I'm going to bag about, or keep bagging on for this incident, because he never ever causes wrecks, or more than likely. He ended up getting into Zach last week, kind of costed Zach. So Zach lost the points lead that handed it over to Brandon, but Brandon's struggling this race. So I think Zach has a good run, is able to take it back. But lap 81 yellow between the 1976. Race control says it was on Clay. So big net code 76 or Josh Maloney. Little different in my eyes, it seemed, but yeah, it was a pretty big net code. They made contact, and Josh ended up spinning around, so that was the call from race control. But all in all, been looking fun, been looking good. Maybe do a little bit of radioactive and see what all the drivers are doing. Joey Kennelly, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, haven't really done an interview other than with Chad early in the race, so I wanted to do one. You're looking good. You're gaining the most spots, up in the top 5 spot now, up into 4th. You are the biggest mover at the moment, up, I think, 32 spots from where you started. 33. So talk to us about how you made your way up so far and through the field.
Well, it's mainly just being cautious, staying out of all the wrecks, and being smooth and consistent, kind of saving our equipment so we don't have to use up the fast repair. Keeping the car nice and clean, and just running a good race.
Well, you're definitely doing that, and it's been fun to watch you. Been watching you quite a bit in this one, but looking good at the moment. Just try to stay safe and stay out of the trouble.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Joey Kennelly up in that 4th spot. We'll see what he's able to do with it. He's quick, up to 33, up to 33rd. We'll see what he does on this one. But he's gained a lot of spots. Got to get past a few more fast trucks from the 55, Chad Adams in the 51, and Adam Caps in the 8. But Adam and Zach going to lead them back to the green here for this restart. So we'll see how this one goes. Pace car is going to dip off once again here as it comes down pit road. So here we go. Adam, Chad, Zach, Joey going to lead them back to the green on lap 85 for the restart. Adam Cap's going to get a big restart. He's going to get clear of Zach. That's going to let the 51 have an opportunity to go to the inside of Zach. He's going to be able to do it off of turn number 2. He's going to be clear. We'll see what this battle does heading down the back straightaway, but lurking right behind him, the 54 truck. Going to get clear on the 7. He's put himself back in the top 5 spot. So JD was quick late in that one, late in the first stage with battle with his teammate for the lead. He's able to take it over and looking good at the moment. All over that apron, keeping it low, trying to figure out a way to get around him as we see the 07 trying to work on the back bumper of the 81 truck. My apologies, had a really bad cough. Right, that one, but right there. But he gets by the 81. That's going to put him back into that 7th spot. A little bit further up in front of them, though. JD all over the back bumper of Joey. That's going to be the battle for 4th, but battle for the lead still trying to heat up as JD is going to go by the 03 truck now. And he's going to get put into that top 4 spot. Looking fast at the moment. We'll see if he's able to get to the lead. Was fast in the practice race last night. Didn't end up working out for him, but was quick. Was off and on a little bit at Irwindale Speedway, and looking good in that 4th spot now. But Joey Keneally going to get challenged for that top 5 spot from Brian. A lot of the faster guys, Joey asked me a few questions about how to save tires and things like that this week, and I've tried to help him a little bit. But he's looking good at the moment, trying to fight around the outside of the 7 truck. They're having a good battle. Dover putting on a good show for the fans in this one. Right behind him, that's going to let the 07 truck close in on the 7 and 03 battling. We'll see what he does with it. Right behind them, the 81. We're going on board with the 81 truck, Jeremy Horn. Been up front. Hasn't been able to win any races this season, but was leading the points after race number 2 off of bonus points. And the guy that has the most bonus points of the season, JRH driver, he's going to get to the inside of Joey Keneally now off of turn number 4. He's going to try to take that. I believe that was the 7th spot. He's going to take it heading into turn number 1. And here he comes in the 2. Austin Albritton, last week's winner. He's trying to take it back and go back to back here at Dover. Had struggles trying to come from the back of the field. And he's looking good for the moment. Let's see if there's enough laps. Closing in on 25 laps to go. Going to be 30 in 2 laps. But he's fast at the moment and looking good to try to take it back. But still, not much of a challenge for the lead. Adam Capps looking good out front in this one so far. Able to hold off the Daytona winner in Zach, the points leader at one point during this season. See the 98 lap car, Brady Watt, struggling. He's going to be slow. Going to let the 8 go by, hopefully. Yes, he is. Going to actually cost the 8 a lot of momentum. We'll see what the 55 is going to do. He's going to go to the inside now. Big opportunity for the 55. He gets caught. That's going to let the 8 get past, and the 55 goes by. So Zach going to take back the lead on lap 95. JD and Adam now going to be side by side. Speaking about Adams, we got Chad Adams coming up on him for that 2nd spot. These two side by side, they're going to make a little bit of contact heading into turn number 3. Bounce off each other just a little bit, and they're all right. No harm, no foul. 8 just struggling now that he's back into the traffic. Got slowed up, lost a lot of momentum, and that costed him big in that one. But Chad, that's closed him in. We'll see what he's able to do as he's working his way throughout the field. Try to get back to the lead. Go on board with him. See him try to make his pass on the 8 truck. Just got a good run on him on exit. Was able to get clear. Heading into turn number 1. Going to be clear by the center and try to pull away on exit of it. Right behind them, they're still battling though. Big block from the 8. Tries to force the 7 to get down. Try to get clear. He will. That's going to let the 2 go to his outside. Is he able to hold it? The 2 going to be barely clear. Almost make contact right there. So we see a little bit further back, the 40, 45, and 81. They're battling. The 40 going to go by the 45. Matt Frady pitted on lap 83. He's on new tires, so he's trying to come from the back of the field to catch. Going to pass the 81 now. So we see the 8 coming down pit road. So he's going to do a pit stop. He's pitting now. Matt Frady pitted on 83. His teammate right in front of him in the 6th spot in the 07. The 7th truck is in that 5th spot. So Matt Frady gaining a lot of spots. Pitted that last time. He's on tires and he's trying to make it do. And speaking of tires, Austin Albritton also pitted on lap 83. He's going to go by his teammate now into turn number 1. He's going to try to run down the leader and Zach. We'll see if it happens. Still got 25 laps to go. So a lot of time if it does go green, and a lot of time if they do, if there is a yellow. We'll see the different strategy call. Kale going to let his teammate go by. And Mike Presley. Mike having a good comeback. Actually, no, he is 14 laps down in 34th, just trying to log laps. So unfortunate for Mike. Just struggling here. Just trying to work his way through the field, get maybe a lap back or 2, but on the back bumper of the 40. But the 40 going to have tires. He's going to try to get by the 51 in 7 here. He's going to go by and clear the 51. See what he does on Brian here into turn number 1. Going to look low. Going to have the tires. Going to be able to throttle up. Almost get by him in the center. Not going to be able to clear him though. But Battle for the Lead going to open up once again. A few lap cars in front of him, but Zach on the older tires. Austin. Zach pitted on 59. Austin pitted on 83. Same lap as Matt, so no challenge. Austin goes to the point on lap 103. Maybe a pit stop coming down. We'll see. Zach going to also come down pit road. So different strategies, a lot of different fuel. That's going to, on pit road. Not going to be able to back up. That's the 20 of Colin. He's going to just reset. Smart move by Colin. Thank you for doing that, Colin. Actually, really heads up thinking. And reset instead of trying to back up and pull up in front of the field. But Austin Albritton to the point on the new tires. New tires. Matt Frady on the same lap old tires. Mike's trying to go by him. You know, Matt's not going to like that. He's just going to let him go. But Mike trying to fight his way to get back up there. Chad pitted as well. So a lot of pit stops happening under green now. So Clayton, he pitted too. So a lot of cars making pit stops. Chad pitted that last time. Don't think these guys can make it. So we'll see. You see the top 3 on your screen right now. We'll see if they're able to make it. What their strategy is on when they're going to pit and when, where, how, and why. Hopefully be able to talk to him at the end of the race. So the 51, he's trying to challenge the 40 truck and get his lap back there. If he can get by the 2, the 2 is going to get slowed down by the 9. That's going to be big right here. We'll see what the stack up is. The 9 going to be middle of the straightaway. It's going to let a lot of cars by. The 51 going to have a dive. The 8, he's going to go by. He also pitted on lap 99, so he's going to go by. Chad and Adam, they're going to try to both go by Austin. Get their laps back. They're both a lap down with still a lot of lap traffic in front. Chad going to have to work it. Going to go low underneath Brady and Bully. A lot of traffic these guys are having to work by. As Austin Albritton gotten close up now by his teammate in the 54. We'll see what they do. What they do with it. We're going to zoom out this camera and just kind of watch the happenings of it. But could be a big deal as we see the 54, the 2, and the 40 all getting pretty close right now. at the moment from the blip cam. But see the 2 clean air out front at the moment. Got a few laps back from drivers. You see the 7, he's going to go by. The 7 pitted. So he's a lap down trying to get his laps back. Got to go underneath the 54 now. Seven trying to get around the 18. 18 just running. Trying to lock his laps as he's a lap down. Struggling as well. Matt not able to get it. It's JD, first one to bite in the top 3. He's going to come down pit road. Limit mistakes. He's going to almost get a tire barrier. We'll see if he sped. I am not for sure. Was hot on entry. Almost hit the tire barriers. We call that a Charlie. Happened here at Dover is where it originated. Almost happened again from JD. Almost had to call it a JD. We'll see what the strategy call is from other cars now. We'll see. These two both pitted on that same lap early in that one on 83 under that yellow, that last yellow. So we'll see if they even come down pit road. And if they do, if they take tires or not. Don't have that information with me. Is Jeremy Horn. He's going to try to get his laps back throughout it. Looking out, though, for a few guys in this one. We're trying to find a few guys that we were talking to earlier. As the 81 going to have a big dive, try to go underneath them. Just able to squeak by. That's going to leave an opportunity for Matt to catch in just a little bit more. Each time that happens, or a little bit of lap trouble happens for Austin, as Bully almost gets in the back of the 40, able to stay off of him, and Matt slowly closing in now. Going to have a run on the 2. Maybe saving. Is Nick going to be on the apron? Is Matt's going to take over the lead? Matt going to take over the lead on lap 114. Closing in on 10 laps to go. Austin slow. Maybe trying to save fuel and make it. Seeming to come down to it between these two. Once again, the 40 and the 2 had their problems throughout this race. Gone from the back. They worked their way back up to the front. And they're going to duke it out here for the lead, for the win. Try to combine lead and win there, which obviously is going to be the leader and the winner. But Kel McClenny in the 4, Joey Greer, they're coming up with tires. They pitted, so is the 23, so Kel McClenny. He's in 16th now at the moment, trying to gain spots back. He's closing in on the 2 and the 40. A lot of cars. The 4 going to make contact, really swerving down the back straightaway. He made contact with the 2. A lot of everybody trying to split the 2 and try to get by. Get all their laps back. Kel McClenny going to try go to the outside of the 5. They're going to be 3 wide, almost heading into turn number 1. They're able to get through it. Matt Frady just around the outside of the 4 as the 23 and 4 make contact. That's going to slow him up again. Matt tried to let him go. Wasn't able to there as the 4 is going to have another run. Going to try to go back at it. As the 4 and 23 getting real dicey right here. Round the leaders. Matt just trying to let him go. Telling him to go as their Matt's teammates in the 07 and 19 are going to try to go by. Going to let them by. They're talking to Matt, asking where Matt wants to go. As you see the 07 trying to work his way past those two. But Matt doing good here at the moment. Out front. Closing in on 5 laps to go next time. Matt Frady has had a solid season so far. Missed Daytona, so down on the points. But has had a solid race so far in this one. He's been off and on. Struggled early in the practice race last night. Qualified on the pole. Had a lap 1 spin. And with the first incident, now he's worked his way back up to the field like he did last night. You see Zach in 8th. He's closing in on him. There's one's going to stop on the back straightaway in the 62. Not for sure why. Maybe run out of fuel. But the 55 going to go by his teammate in the 40, leading it. Zach was having a solid run, just not able to do anything at the moment. Clay still behind Matt, not able to get around him and unlap himself. He's in P22. Josh Maloney going to try to go by. Going to try to go by. Looks like he will. As we see Joey Canilli just for a split second was coming down pit road as Nick slow in the middle of the track as they go by. The 15 going to go by once again. Nick just really struggling. Down on power, has some damage. That's going to let the 2 close up once again. So is Chad Adams. So Chad down spots as well. And he's just getting his spots back once again, but flying by in that ninth spot, still a lap down. So if he unlaps himself now, he will be back on the lap. But Clay gonna be his bodyguard, Matt's bodyguard. Looks like it for the rest of the race, just not able to get by him. Clay always respectful, tries to stay out of everybody just struggling tonight, but trying to stay out of the ways. We've had one car spin. I believe that was the 92 spinning on pit road. But 51's going to go by Matt, and we're closing in on 2 laps to go. Next time will be the white flag. Matt Frady looking to get it done here. Coming back to the white flag this time. First repeat winner of the season takes the white flag. Matt Frady, been quick all race. Got up late in the running in this one, was able to close in. Now he's entering turn number 3, going to pass the 84. Matt Frady has had an up and down race all race. Matt Frady going to come off in turn number 4, and he's going to win it here at Dover. Matt Frady, race number 4 winner, able to get it done. Awesome for him. Had a good solid race, was able to stay up at the front of it, and ends up getting it done in that clean KFM truck. First time in that paint scheme, gets it done, as Austin Albritton just a little far behind in P number 2, but he had a solid running, leading a lot of laps in that one. But Matt's gonna burn her down here on the front straightaway. Go ahead, try to interview him. Matt Frady, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you burned it down on front straightaway, end up getting it done here, race 4 at Dover. Talk to us a little bit. You knew, came from the back a lot, had a problem, went to the back, ended up working your way back up to the field. Talk to us a little bit about your race and kind of how that all went down.
Definitely stressed me out big time with the fuel at the very end. Across the line with 1.1 to go. It was very stressful, just to say the least. We got involved in that wreck where I think the 5 might have pushed the issue a little bit too much too early. While we were just kind of riding around saving some tires, and got dumped on that one and ended up having to take the fast repair early, which was not what we wanted to do. And then just pretty much played strategy for that, and we were all talking about when we were going to pit and take tires, and I'm glad I ended up pitting and taking tires that last caution, because we were hoping another one would have came out for the rest of the guys, because we were kind of splitting it on what we were going to do, and unfortunately it didn't work out that way and we didn't get another caution. So
Well, pretty worked out for you well. You ended up getting it done. I was wondering how much fuel was going to come into factor there at the end. I know Austin dropped back. Looked like he was trying to save fuel as much as he could, but just wasn't able to. But you end up getting it done. First multiple time winner of the season. 1 Auto Club, 1 Dover. Who would you like to thank?
Liam, my son Liam, family, KFM here, Motorsports, WTF for putting it on, everybody watching, I guess you for broadcasting.
Yay!
Definitely the teammates. They do, we do help each other out a lot, regardless of whoever's getting the win. We all have said that, we all want to try to get wins for everybody throughout the season. So just so happens the cards fell where they fell and helped me out more than them. Unfortunately, I was trying to get it to where Kale or Clay could get a win, but the way things fell out for them just didn't happen, unfortunately. So it'll come soon for them. So
Them boys have been quick the last few weeks, or pretty much every race have been quick. So I bet they'll their time will come. Zach got his win. You got your win. KFM is 3 of the 4 races in this one in the season so far. So pretty good for you guys. Well, for my team, I guess, too. But looking good. And congratulations.
thanks, sir.
Matt Frady gets it done once again at Dover. Going to go ahead and interview the number 2 guy, Austin Albritton. Austin Albritton, do you got a copy? Well, just come home a little bit short. Wasn't able to get it done. Led a lot of laps early. Was quick all practice and all qualifying. Talk to us a little bit about how your race went and what needed to happen for you just to get that extra spot at the end of that one.
Yeah, man, I just want to thank AB Powder Coating, Austin Motorsports, Butt Snorkeler, Smoky Bernie's Paint Shop, Austin Baker, JD Rudser, Jared Jones for all their help. That's pretty much it, man. I don't know if you want the rest of the interview or not. So. No.
Yeah, I'll still do a full interview. You finished second, that ain't too bad.
I don't know if you want it tonight.
Alrighty, well, congratulations. P2 just come up a little bit short. Talk to us a little bit about the lap cars and stuff like that. I know the lap cars were a big factor in that one, so talk to us a little bit about how that kind of went down with it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I just wanted to thank all the guys that helped out. That's pretty much it, dude. I don't think you're not going to want to hear what I have to say about lap cars and cars around and caution. So.
Well, I don't blame you. I understand it. So, but P2, congratulations. That's going to bump you up a lot of spots again in the points. But see you next week.
Thanks, bud. Take care.
Austin Albritton comes home P number 2. And Jarrett Jones, one of the new guys in All Sing Motorsports, he ends up getting it done. Jarrett, do you got a copy?
Hello.
Well, you're new to the league. You end up coming home P number 3. Mighty fine job, I will say, for your first race, especially Dover being a hard one. In that All Sing Motorsports group, you come home 3rd. Talk to us a little bit about that race and kind of how it went down for you and your perspective.
Yeah, I just had to avoid wrecks basically the whole race. Going back and looking at it, at the end, I saw that if we pitted right then, we could maybe make it on fuel if we saved a little bit. So that's what me and Austin ended up doing. We just saved fuel, and we got 2-3. So, but yeah, the race was just a lot of cautions when you didn't expect it.
Yeah, we had that long green flag run at the end and went 40 laps green. Was wondering about fuel, and it just worked out for a lot of guys and didn't work out for a lot of guys, but it worked out for you guys tonight. 2 of the top 3 were you guys, so that's a pretty good day and a good run for you, especially needing those points to try to get into it. Are you trying to run the rest of the season, or what's kind of your plan for the rest of the season?
Honestly, it all depends on what I got going on, how the rest of the schedule works out. I don't have all the NASCAR tracks set, so we'll have to see what comes around. But I want to thank All Seen Motorsports, Butt Snorkeler T-shirts, AB Powered Coating, Smoky Bernsey Paint Shop, and Austin Baker, Austin Albert, and JD Rudser. Those are just good teammates and helping out with everything. Nice paint schemes and stuff.
Definitely a bunch of good guys. But you end up coming home P number 3. Congratulations. Was a solid run for you. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Jarrett Jones ended up getting it done and coming home P number 3. Zach comes home P number 4 after pitting late and just came up a little bit short. Pitted on 104. Didn't have enough laps to come back from it. Was definitely quick, but he comes home P4. The biggest mover of the race, Richard Pruitt, comes home in 5th. Chad Adams, JD Rutzer, Joseph Darnell, Brian Wasserman, Jeremy Horn round out the top 10. Adam Capps, Cale McClinney, Josh Maloney, Thomas Laverde, Chris Pilo, Ted Decker Jr., Chris Vinson, Josh Witt, Dustin Carroll, and Clay Sarton rounds off the top 20. All in all, a good race. Thank you once again for sponsoring Colorful Selection Podcast, for sponsoring race number 3 here at, or race number 4 here at Dover. Appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to tune in next week, 8:25 p.m. EST, to be ready for the stream once again in next week's race. So let's see where that's actually at. It's going to be at Las Vegas. So we'll see who's going to go gambling at Las Vegas, and it'll be a fun one to watch. But Las Vegas, Martinsville, Texas, Richmond. So a few good tracks coming up, and it'll be a fun one to watch. So Las Vegas is going to be really racy. We'll see what stacks up there, and if Matt's able to make it 3 for the season and go back to back. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. Tune in next week, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.